installed in your device. You just need an internet in order for you to use the Multisim Live. Okay, before you use the Multisim Live, you need to sign up to use the Multisim Live. Okay, so for me, I already have my account, so I just log in. Okay, in order for you to begin to create a circuit, so you can click create circuit. Okay, this is the interface of a Multisim Live. So in this tab, okay, basically you have run simulation button icon. Okay, this one is you can select the type of simulation that you need. Either it is interactive, transient, AC sweep, or DC ops. And the schematic layout is basically this layout. Okay, you also have grapher. Once you have the schematic, okay, once you draw the schematic here and you run the simulation, okay, you can see the output from your circuit. Okay, so split means that you can see the schematic and grapher side by side. Okay, so on the left of your screen is basically the component you can search. Either this one is analysis and notation tab, whereby you have a voltage probe, current probe, voltage and current probe, voltage reference. You can put text or annotation, and you have a digital probe. Okay, for the second icon, you have schematic connectors, you have ground connector and junction. So the third icon, you will have a selection of sources. You have AC voltage, AC current, clock voltage until the 3-phase Y, and so on. So the fourth icon is a passive element. You have resistor, capacitor, inductor, potentiometer, fuse, transformer, couple inductor, and resistors. And the next is you have analog component. You have 3 terminal op-amp, 5 terminal op-amp, ideal comparators, 555 timer, and others op-amp. So you also have diode here, which is a diode, Zener, LED, and the general purpose diode. So this another one is a transistor. You will have NPN, NPN40, PNP until the NMOS channel PNP. So this one you will have indicators such as lamp, LED, so the 8 LED bar and buzzer. So you also have switches. You have SPST until the current control SPST. This is several types of switches. Okay, this one you have a modeling block, which is a voltage control voltage source, voltage control current source, and so on. Another one you will have electromechanical component, which is such as a relay. Okay, normally open relay, normally closed relay, combination relay, and so on. So you have power regulator, and you also have a digital component, which is digital constant, and or nano, and until the inverter. So that is the selection of component that you can choose from the tab. Okay, so for here, okay, once you open the configuration, this also you can select the simulation setting, okay, which type of simulation setting that you want to use, and you have initial condition, maximum time step, okay, initial time step, simulator options. You have this setting, so usually we don't change the setting, okay, and also you have a sheet setting, either you want to show the grid or not, okay. If you untick, so the grid will disappear, okay. You have a net level, and you also have a component level if you want to make sure it show on your layout interface. Right, so on the item, we don't have any item yet. Okay, now I just show you the simple schematic circuit. Okay, for example, you have a resistor, okay, and you have, okay, for a simulation, you want to complete a simulation, you need to have a ground, okay, in your circuit. Alright, and then I choose a voltage. So for example, here I put a DC voltage. Alright, so to connect all the components, so you just move your cursor until the end of your component, and it show like this. Okay, so you just click, and then you move the cursor or the probe to another component, and then that's it. So it is automatically wired. So another example here, and then I connect resistor to here. Right, that is a simple circuit to simulate. Alright, so here for example, okay, if I want to change the value of a voltage, you can either double click here, okay, so you can slide, you can move the slider, okay, in order for you to change the value of the voltage, okay, or you can change it here, okay. So you have several option, okay, and also you can select option for your component, okay, either you use this one or this one, okay, it depends. So that is how you change your symbol of component. Okay, you can select to choose to show the pins for the component and so on. Alright, so you have a details of a component. Alright, so here I just put 10 volt, okay, and then enter. Okay, so your value here already changed to 10 volt. Same goes to the resistor. If you want to change the resistor value, so you can put in the value that you want. So I type 5k, so it already changed. So you also can move the slider to change the value. Okay, now to begin with the simulation, okay, before we start your simulation, so you can put a probe in order for you to measure the voltage. So I want to measure the voltage across R1, so I need to put the voltage here, V, and I need to add a reference probe to the end of the resistor. Okay, when I put like this, this means that I want to measure the voltage across the R resistor. Okay, so means that this voltage is not referring to ground. Okay, so let we start our simulation. Okay, click the play button here, and now your circuit will show, or your probe will show, what is the value of 5 kilo ohm, the voltage at 5 kilo ohms. Alright, so that is how you do your simulation. Okay, if you can stop, you can pause and stop the simulation. So here, if I can show you the graph of your simulation, okay, for example, I just run, okay, put in graph, okay, you will see, because your voltage is a DC voltage, so you can see that the voltage here, okay, I put a split, okay, so voltage here is 10 volt, so you can see the 10 volt here. Okay, so that is how this is your schematic screen, and this is your output screen for the multisim. Okay, for you to change the value of your circuit, okay, you need to stop your simulation, and then only you can change your value, or you edit your circuit. So for example, here I want to add in another resistor, okay, place, and then this one is used for rotation, and this is icon used for duplicate, and this icon used for mirror or flip. Okay, this one you want to delete. Okay, so now I want to change the rotation. Okay, put here. Alright, and for example, I want to measure the current, so I select current, so put this. Okay, means that I want to measure the current that go flowing through the R2 branch. Alright, so begins my simulation again. Okay, now you will see at the first y-axis is the voltage, and the second y-axis will be the current. Okay, this is how you want to read your output simulation according to your circuit. Okay, so if you have your graph, okay, you can also add your output. You can also select the output, how you want to see your output. Okay, either it is in single mode, or auto mode, or normal mode, and none. So this selection you can see when you are using the AC analysis. Alright, so this is also the same. You have a rising, falling. Okay, so which plot that you want to see, either only one plot, okay, so this is V, or you want to only see the I, so this is curve or plot for I. Alright, now you want to see the both, so you will see both. Okay, this is cursor. Okay, you can place a cursor, either it is for x-axis or y-axis, or you can track this one. Usually we use for a sinusoidal or the AC analysis. Okay, so x-axis, so the cursor is moving along x-axis, or you select y-axis, so the cursor is moving along y-axis. And for track, usually we will for DC graph you won't see any difference, but if you are analyzing AC circuit, you have a sinusoidal output or input. Okay, you can track the movement of the cursor along of the waveform. Right, so what else? So usually all of that we don't. So this is a voltage, current, or resume all of an axis, and I think that's all the important thing that you need to know for the multisim live simulation. Okay, right.